Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my sunflowers. How are you? Well, I'm back. And this has been a hot topic all the way around. And this is about Miley Cyrus, that people are concerned that she joined a cult. And the name of this cult is what, baby Crone?
Modern Mystery School.
Tell me about it.
Yes, they are a spiritual school that teaches you how to self-realize yourself, find out the potential within yourself, and also to live in harmony with people around you and with yourself.
They believe that you are God or goddess.
Yes, and their motto is know thyself.
And they also believe that anything that you seek for the truth is in you.
Yes.
I share in every last one of these beliefs.
Yes, and the founder, who has a Icelandic name that I struggle to pronounce, however, we will put it at the very bottom of the screen.
Okay.
He had a very fascinating history behind him, where they talked about his lineage and his mindset. So we're going to call him Gundi. He originated from the lineage of the war of god of Thor, the mythological
Remember,
creature.
this is mythology, but he believed that he came from that region origin.
Which is in Western Iceland. But then he was initiated into the lineage of King Solomon in 1970. This is what you can find on the website. And this is very important because this is where a lot of his teachings come from, about wisdom and finding out about yourself.
And who is Solomon? Solomon was the king of Israel. And Solomon, he was the most wisest man on the earth at one time. And so people would come from all over the world to hear the wisdom of Solomon. I think a queen, one of the queen, I don't want to call her name because I don't want to mess up, but nevertheless, he was the most wisest man on the earth at one point. Of course, the earth wasn't big in population, but it was probably big for them. With 10,000 people or 20,000 people, the worldwide, that seemed like a lot of people when you really look at it.
Yes.
But go ahead.
And then some other of his accolades is that he was a high priest. He met with a high priest at the mysteries of the Great Pyramid.
So anyway, he is he is trained in the arts.
Yes.
And and my thing is, Miley Cyrus seems very, very intelligent to me. If she is following them, I think she's following them with an open heart and an open mind. Yes. And whatever they needed, whatever she needed, they were able to supply. My concern would be, will they take her for her money? Not that she couldn't make it back, because she is famous, she's a great singer, she can act, so that wouldn't be the problem. But would they take her for her money? This is the thing that I worry about cults. They take you in, and then they bleed you dry. And this is what they were saying about Scientology. It was like Scientology. I don't really like getting into a lot of the things because I can see some of the good things in Scientology. I used to study Scientology because I really wanted to understand the belief system. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what she's into, but from what I read, it was nothing horrific. It was nothing that no other religion, that believes in that would say, that you are your own God, the power is within you, you have the answers within you. You have to say, and I believe that. Everything we have is within ourselves. We just learn, we just bump into each other.
Yes, we do.
So I truly believe that. But nevertheless, I want to know, what do we want to know?
We want to know if Miley Cyrus
is really caught up in this cult.
Yes.
We want to know.
Because there's pictures, allegedly, of people saying that she's hanging out with two of the cult members.
If they giving her what she wants, see, long as they ain't taking her money. When you're a part of stuff, you got to pay to play. But when I'm saying, when you got to go and pay anything over $1,000, no. No. Mm-mm. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Whatever I'm doing, if I gotta pay $1,000, that's enough for or whatever I gotta learn for a course.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, most definitely.
Because it ain't like you're going to the University of Boston.
Right.
It ain't like you going to Harvard. Just this is something that man made up to get their degrees to. It ain't like big schools and it's credited. So if you took a class or a course for $1,700, come on, for 6 weeks, come on, 8 weeks, come on. I don't think that it's worth that. But anyway, as long as she's not being taken with her money, then let's see where it goes.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Miley. See, it's the horse. This is the horse. And this horse is the horse of cups. And it is moving. So she's passionate about it. They feeding her. She's passionate. This is something they're giving her. They have awakened something inside of her, right?
Yes, they have.
So I want to know, should I put a card down for, is she mesmerized by the leader also?
Okay, that's a good question.
You know what I mean? I want to know that. By this whole cult, I don't know. We're so quick to call things a cult. So I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. We'll see what card shows up here. Let's see what is going to show up here for her. Okay, here it seemed like she's following whatever. It just seems so weird because this showed up for the girls that she's hanging around with. And so they're young in the faith too. So whoever she's hanging around, they're young at it too. They couldn't have been in it no more than a year or two. That's what I'm picking up. And she's following them. And where are they following? They're looking up. So whatever this is some kind of spiritual thing. They're looking up. Like, you see? Miley.
Yes, they are.
It's like they just looking up at something and following. And she's following with her glory. What do you mean? She's got a chalice. She's got a white horse. And she's following them blindly with flashing all her money. And to them, she looked rich. Look how she looked. She looked royalty. And they don't look royalty. They just look like every day. So like I said, I'm really concerned if this is something that's going to meaning well, but maybe take advantage because of her status. I'm concerned about that.
Yeah, that's always a possibility.
Yeah, sometimes they could be good as gold, but they're greed
especially because they're a schooling program.
Yeah. Well, she must have. So I feel right here. So this is where I'm going to pick their problem is.
Judgment.
Judgment. Here we see that big old sign, a sign of time to take action, time to get up, time to wake up, time to make your decision. You got family and people out there worrying about you. Is this what you want to do? Is this where you want to get lost? The cattle is calling. Miley! Miley, where are you? If you don't want the cavalry, then you better speak up. Baby Crone, what do you see in this card?
Yes, I definitely see that. That's time for her to face up and deal, take some action, take a moment to wake up and realize her environment. Where
you at? What you doing? Is this what you want? You've been gone a day too long.
And what are you going to do about it?
What are you going to do? Are you going to stay? Are you going to go? Are you just going to leave everything? Is that what you're doing? Is that all the maturity you have? No, Molly, I think you got it more better than that. You don't have to convert, because if something is good for you, then it would lead you to do the right thing. When something is bad, then it would lead you to do the wrong thing. I'm telling you, even though you don't even know, if you've done something and you seek to do the right thing, like you really, really seek, I want to do the right thing. And let's say you did the wrong thing anyway. Don't look at it like that, because you really were seeking to do the right thing. And that wrong thing was the right thing for you at that time. Why? Because you learned from it. because you had no other choice, but because you was a sincere in heart. And because of that, you have a great reward. Do you understand? Not only that you learn something, but the next time you cross it, it'll be nothing to you. And I see here, this is like a great getting up morning. It's like, okay, you know enough, and maybe it's the group is saying what you're going to do, and maybe her family and friends and her career is saying, you're gone ghost. You're gone ghost, right?
Yeah, the last song she posted was at the beginning of this year.
She didn't even follow through on the song or anything. She just disappeared, they said, right?
Yes.
And this is the only place they know that she could have been. Right? Is she in trouble?
Who knows? They say
Is she on kind of high? Is she taking shrooms? Is that the name?
Yes, shrooms.
Let's see. Was she in a broken heart? Because I see hearts coming out and swords.
I do believe towards the end of last year, I
see that she suffered a broken heart. The heart's falling out.
Divorcing her husband.
She was married?
Yes.
Well, here I see in the split of a card, and I think there probably was the reason. Look, the reason why I think they broke up because of her wealth, her power, or whatever, and this person was too young and immature to try deal with it, and maybe this person wanted to take control and trying to control this person, and he couldn't do it. This is what I see between this. I see this is Miley, the King of Pentacles, and it showed up again. It keeps showing up, and then I see here is the sword, very powerful, but with money and fame, it's no match for that. A different life, a different time. No, she's not going to let any man rule over her. Not even her family can rule over her. So this is why this is not going to work. And, you know, sometimes we just marry people and they're just too immature or they can't handle the lifestyle. But it just seemed like she was very hurt, and it just seemed like she just disappeared.
Yeah, she was.
This is what I'm picking up now. Okay. So the first row, please tell me what's going on in the past. What caused this? What struck this? What made this happen? Talk to me. Talk to me. What made this happen? One more time. What made this happen? What made this happen? All right. Look at the bottom.
Okay.
Tell me what it is when I do this front row, okay? I see an emperor. I see a queen. And I see an empress. Okay. What I see here, I see a very, very strong person, a very strong male, somebody very strong, very dominant, like things done a certain way, like things done, like respect, wants to feel in control. I also see a queen, very hotsy-totsy, speak their mind, not afraid. You can't bully me. You can't control me, you know. And I see that this person can be fruitful. In other words, time to bear, have a baby. How old is Miley Cyrus?
Miley Cyrus will be 24 this year.
Miley Cyrus will not be 24 years old. You sure not 34?
Yes, that's probably what it was, 34. Let me look it up.
That's what you call loud and wrong. Okay, and I see...
No, she'll be 31 this year.
Okay, 31 in December or...
Yeah, November.
Okay, November. Also, I see that she could be going through something where either she wants to have children or maybe she's questioning, can she have children? But I don't know, this card shows up. We're going to go into it a little later. What was the bottom of this card?
The world.
The world. So what got in their way is the world.
Oh.
What, you know, somebody who want a little bit more stable. How old was her husband?
Let's see, her husband was Liam Hemsworth.
Who was he, an actor, right?
Yes. What I'm trying to figure out is why were they talking about them this year? Because he's 33 and they got divorced in 2020. However, there's articles talking about their relationship in January and March of this year. So I'm not sure why the sudden talk of her ex-husband 3 years later?
I don't know. Like I said, I think he was too domineering.
Yes.
I think that, what?
She did say that
Oh,
they
no,
broke
really?
up. Yes, due to too much conflict.
He was too domineering. She was such a free spirit. This is what I'm getting. I have no idea. And it would be like she was like, I ain't gonna never have your baby. You too mean. You know, I'm just saying the way I see it. It's like that's a conflict. You got a queen and you got an empress, and of course you got the queen with the sunflower. So that's fruitful, that's seed. And then you had the mother of seed, and yet you have the emperor. They're husband and wife. But in the middle of it, what was that? That was that fiery, that person that said they could have made it. They had the things to make it, but that fieriness, that I'm gonna do what I want to do. You can't tell me what to do. Da 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 da. And it ended them. It splitted them. So anyway, this card shows up again. So again, I see a giving. So I don't know. Let me lay out some more cards. I see another King of Pentacles, and I see a sword. So when I'm looking at it today, it just seemed like she feels like she gave all she can give in the relationship.
Okay.
And I think that she's not over it. And I think that she's just gone, in my mind, walkabout, just to find herself, because I find that she's in friction with herself. She's seeking something within her. I'm really picking up she's not happy, because I see these like the empress and the emperor, and I see the queen and I see the king, and it just seemed like she just doesn't make the right connection with men. And I think that this is wearing her. And I think that she's like, she wants to understand what is the problem. And I think that she's probably looking like, if the problem is me, I think she's on soul searching for answers. And because she has money, she can just go walk about. Okay, now, in her presence, I just see again, I see that 5 of swords, I see a page of swords.
The page of swords came out again. When you split the deck in half, it was the page of swords.
Okay.
I forget what the other card was on the other side.
It was the 10 of Pentacles, I think.
Okay.
But anyway, I see the page of swords again. I definitely see the 5, I see a 6 of Pentacles, and last, I see Temperance. What I see in this now, I'm going to go in and tell you what I see. I definitely see that she just in turmoil with her life, turmoil within herself, probably turmoil within her family. And I think she just wanted to retreat. As it may not be known, she just her losing a man, just breaking up, this bothers her. She wants to turn over. I think she just hit a spiritual spot in her life where she wants to understand. And I think this card, she knows she's loved. She knows she's got a loving audience, and she knows that we're here for her, but all at the same time, she's just sick inside of herself. You see that gray? It's like, I know you love me, but right now, I just gotta go and fix me. I gotta find out what's wrong with me. And it strikes me as somebody who doesn't come off that needs love, but she seems like somebody who wants to be in love and wants it to work. Remind me of a little bit of Ariana, but her Ariana days are over, you know? And I just feel as though she's just seeking something is not right within herself, because I see no disruption card, but it's time for her. And she knows with this victory, she's going to have to make an appearance. She's going to have to let us know she's all right. And we don't know what she's hiding, but it's something that she needs. She's finding her spiritual self. You know, she needs that. So, in questions, what do you want to ask?
I want to know, is Miley Cyrus on a self-love journey?
Well, whenever I see the pages, whenever I see any kind of page, and this is a page of wand, yes?
Yes, the Page of Wands came out earlier.
Right.
To show the women that she was following.
Following, right, absolutely. So when I see a page of wand, and especially in this case, I just see that they just seeking. They students. and just seeking the answers, trying to find out what the call, what the full, where the emptiness coming from. What can I do to fulfill me? I just think when you have everything, and she's a spiritual minded person, so she's just on a spiritual walkabout right now. And I hope that this group I hope she's smart enough. I don't know. I don't think Miley Cyrus is a stupid girl. And like I said, I don't know. Here is a very strong empress. I don't know if this man has gotten into her head, and I don't mind if he's going to lead her right and not take her money until she can ground herself and become the empress she is. However, put all that on the back burner, she's still going to have to let her audience and friends and family know she is all right. We're going to need some kind of victory. If not, it's going to get really sticky. So we don't want that. And if that's a good group that she's in, they're going to insist that she makes appearance, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, yeah. So, and yeah, like I said, I think right now, I think she's just off. Her mojo is off. And I think she's unhappy. She's unhappy. She's unhappy with herself, and she's unhappy with her life. And I think she just needs time to figure it all out. Just sick of winning and losing, you know? Sometimes you could just get tired at love, and you win and you lose, you win and you lose. So whenever this was going on at the first of the year, it must have been back to talking about her marriage.
It was a song she released called Flowers, talking about how she can love herself. See, you know, even the ones that come off as hellions, they're not hellions at all. They're just as sensitive and need love like the rest of us. When their heart breaks, it breaks. When they lose love, it hurts. You understand? And I think that this love that she lost is she's dealing with it the best she can. You have another question? Yes, will she be able to find the answers that she's seeking?
At a new beginning, yes. And it's not going to be easy. You know, it's not easy. She, like, as you see now, she done drifted off and gone somewhere and nobody don't know where she are. But right there, that's a dagger. So wherever she's doing, it just had to be that way. It's going to be rough for a while because right now she's probably withdrawn. She probably don't really want no one really to know. I'm sure somebody know where she at. But I'm just thinking right now, it's just the public. And I think she just want to just hide from the public.
Oh.
That's what I think.
I could understand that, especially as a celebrity being in the limelight for most of her life.
And always looking at as a failure, like you always fail at love. And like when we just saw Miley Cyrus appeared to be naked on the cannon.
Yes, Wrecking Ball.
Wrecking Ball, and her and O'Connor got into an argument.
Yes.
And then O'Connor died. That has to be heavy. Mm-hmm. Do you think that could have affected her?
That could have also affected her too.
I mean, because
that was her paying somebody a homage.
No, O'Connor was paying her a homage, I felt. And I think she took it wrong. And I don't know, you know, did she cause a spell on that woman? We won't know. And because this woman died, did she just disappear out of the hurt of it?
Right, especially now that we're suddenly hearing more about Miley being attached to a cult.
Attached to a cult, you know, and she didn't like this woman, and the woman just died recently. And how long could all this mess with her head? These are things we just don't know. Is there some truth to that? Well, all I see is the dark horse and pentacles, and that just lets me know it's time to talk about it. Talk about all of it, because I'm sure it had to hit her in some way when she heard this. What do you think?
Yes.
It would have scared me a little bit. You know, if I knew someone and we get into this argument, and it's a spiritual argument, right? And you're seeing it one way and this lady seeing it another, and you seeing this lady wishing her death. Am I correct?
I'm not sure
like
wishing
that.
her dead.
I don't know, but it was not wishing her something good. So don't quote me. Everything I say is allegedly anyway. But I'm saying, so whatever it was, and then all of a sudden the woman died. Yikes, that's a lot to deal with. Well, anyway, I don't know the ins and outs because I'm the type of oracle. I don't like going in and digging up information on people and trying to find it. When I read, because I just read it for what it is, I try not to know nothing. The more I know, the better off it is. That's how I know. So a lot of times when I don't know things, I don't know. So in this case here, I just feel as though she just need time to herself. Am I right about that? Yeah, because I see the pentacle and I see it's a lot of, you know what I'm getting the impression of? I'm thinking outside of the grand wizard of this, I'm thinking that this is ran by a lot of young people that don't know. That's what's scary. Like you may have one wizard that is wise and know everything, and you may have a female that's wise and know everything, and it's like, but they're ruled, but they got all these children, you know, or young adults, you know, giving. You understand? Because they have a lot of fire and a lot of energy and they appear to know a lot. And I think they give them a lot of responsibilities, but I just don't think that they are trained.
Understandable.
That's what I'm getting out of this.
Because it's New Age spiritualism. So it's breaking out of religion and trying to do the New Age, new way of thinking.
And so you got these young people leading because they have a form of it. They have an understanding, but they don't have the deepness as these two. And I think because Miley is in the middle of it all, trying to learn, because it is fascinating, you know. What would be a question?
What I want to know is, can the cards give like an overall energy of what the modern mystery school is?
Okay, hold on to that question. I want to ask a question. I want to know, is Miley Cyrus finding her peace? Yes.
Oh.
She's on a journey. And yeah, she doesn't look afraid. It seemed like she's in control. She doesn't seem afraid. It seemed like, yeah. It seemed like she's looking forward. She's learning. It's healing her in some kind of way. Yeah. She needed this. That's what I'm getting out of this. And what was your question?
Yes, my question is, what is the overall energy that the modern mystery
I wanted to
school...
shuffle on that. I just felt the need to shuffle that. Here's the first card that fell out, but I'm going to pull another one. Ooh. Here we go. That's good. What was the question?
What is the overall energy that the modern mystery school gives off? Like what is their energy about?
Well, first this fell out. And I just can only read a card.
Okay.
That's what came out. I can only read the cards. This fell out. And what this card tells me is that there, you know, it depends on what card you get this under, because if you get this under card, it looks like this person is leaving and they got something hidden that they don't want anybody to know. On one side of the water, it's kind of moving rapidly, not still. But on the other side, you see that it's moving, it's more calm, vast, as if they're leaving from trouble into a place of trouble, but you can't see it because it's hidden. And I see that little child, and it just seems that this person is in a place where they're hiding from what? The turmoil, the frustration, the breaking down of their life. I really feel as though that this is Miley running away because she's breaking down, like mentally, just having a burnout moment. And I feel as though she just needs to, I felt that earlier, but I definitely feel as though that this is a time where, you know, her head needs to be screwed up. And she feels as though what she needs is spiritual. That's what I feel. I feel like she's saying, what I need, I don't need no peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I need a spiritual cleansing. I need to speak with somebody to get up in my head. She's looking for a head and a heart regulation. Her chakras are out of control. And so she really seeking that. This is what the cards say to me. You know? You have a question?
No, I think we answered all the questions.
Well, I'll have one more. In the event of all this, we know that she's going to show up again, yes? Is she going to be okay? Is she going to be okay? This card shows me somebody that worked hard for what they have. And it shows me that they okay, but they not where they want to be. I'm good. I'm a 7. Did I have another 7? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. But I'm not fully satisfied with myself or with my fruit. I'm good, but I'm not fully good. Let me draw another card with that. Yes, it's like I don't feel my luxury self right now. I don't feel like I'm fully walking in who I am. You understand? I feel like this 7 is like, go ahead, baby Crone.
Yes. It's not about the 7.
Okay.
But while you was looking for numbers, I realized there are 3 6s on the table.
I see 1 6. I see 1 6.
6 of Pentacles. Then right.
Wait a minute. Hold up. I got it. And what else?
Right underneath that is the 6 of Swands.
I got them. 6. Nope. I got the 6 and 6 and 6. Is there another 6?
Nope, those are the only 6s.
So since we got 3 6s, 6s is always about things coming together.
Yes.
That's going to work out in your favor. It's going to work out. What did you say, baby Crone?
Yes, I see 3 6s as success.
Yes, it's going to work out. It's going to work out. Whatever she's going through.
Gonna have the harmony in her mind and body.
Yeah, she's going to get that harmony she seeks, most definitely. And remember when I said about this card, and I was saying she working, she not happy, because this is who she wants to be back, her full abundant self again. And I think this man and this group is going to help her do it. I hope so. We won't know, but we know the cards are saying that she will find herself, and we will hear from her again. She where's that card? Where that victory card that I just had? She will. We will hear from her. We really will. You know, we see victory. So maybe we worry because we don't know where she's at, what she's doing. But she needs this time for herself.
Yes.
And I'm assuming that don't take this like, you know, this is not what she does. This is something she probably do. When she did this, I feel as though this is not the first time she ever did something like this. You know, sometimes she just step off, and I'm sure somebody knows where she's at, and I'm sure someone knows what she's doing. What do you think?
Yes.
So, let's get these cards up.
Yes, indeedy.
And let's count.
Don't forget the Fool.
I'm not at all. Because I got to go up here. That's why.
That one skipped me.
So anyway, let's see what the overall cards are for her. But like I said in this, I think this is a positive thing for now. I don't see anything negative, not a negative thing. But the only thing, there is somebody that's very much in control and do know what they're talking about. A male and a female. But the rest I see are children, like young people, probably on her level. They're spiritual, but they're not on the grand wizard or the high priestess level, but they're learning. And I think that they're there. And I think she's just been in turmoil with herself and just tired of winning and losing. That's the best that I could come up with. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you just feel like you're losing more than you winning, and your equilibrium gets off. And I really feel that she went walkabout. What I mean, I think she just needed time to figure it all out. She just left everything, and sometimes that's just what we have to do. However, and just think, money allows her to do that.
Yes.
I don't have that. I don't know how to just walk off. I could just get in my car and just drive off. I don't know how far I'm gonna go. You know, maybe a state. No, I don't know. I can drive. I don't know. I mean, just the money and where I'm going to live and what I'm going to eat and hotels. I don't know. Well, with that being said, let's find out what her overall number is. And,
Yes.
and just whatever's going on with Molly, she's going to be, prayers going up for her. She's going to be fine. She just went walkabout. Okay? We see judgment, which is 20.
Okay.
At least that's what you said.
Yes.
And we see the 3,
Yes.
which is the Empress, right? Mm-hmm. We see the Emperor, which is 4. We see 4 again.
That's the 6.
Oh, I'm sorry. You ain't tell me where my glasses. Why, baby, come why? You know you got to tell me. You got to treat me
Was
like you
doing
were
good.
6,
Yes.
5.
Okay.
60's like they so close up to me. I don't know why I don't wear them. And these are 6 of wands, and we have a 14 of pentacles. Let me run over them again for you so you'll have them. This is the 20, which is judgment. 3, which is the Emperor's. 6, which is the 6 of pentacles. You have 4, which is the Emperor. 5, which is the 5 of swords. You have 4, which is the victory horse with wands. You have 14, which is temperance, which is she needs to get her balance back and her mojo. And with that, that's the cards. That's it.
Oh my God, this is literally not a coincidence. It added up to a 4. And what's so funny about this, again, is that if the audience goes back and looks at your Lizzo video, at the time at 4:40, you said that you wanted to do a tarot reading on Lizzo and Miley Cyrus. And both of their readings, their overall number added to be a 4. So Miley Cyrus is dealing with her foundation, and that's what she's searching for.
And so is Lizzo.
Yes.
With the learning how to treat people, how people really perceive her. This is gonna, like I said, in the case of Lizzo, this rocked her foundation. She's humiliated, you know. In the case of Molly, she just went walkabout. It's like I'm cracking. I need to find me. I do, and I truly believe that someone knows where she's at. But when you're gone and then Hollywood can't contact you, you know, they're going to start making a buzz. And I think that's what's wrong. They just looked up one day and realized, wait a minute, she wasn't here for this. She didn't promote her ass song. Wait a minute, where is she? She didn't go to no shows. And they just realized she was gone. Well, sometimes that's the best way to leave, isn't it?
Yeah, she
when
slipped
nobody
right
looked,
out.
she slipped right through them. They didn't even know. She did a Jesus move.
Yes, she
Jesus
did.
would slip away right in the middle of the people in the crowd, and they look around. He was here. Where? What? Jesus gone. Where he leave? We don't even know when he left. She did a Jesus. So a come to Jesus moment. So that's it. Baby Crone and I, we're going to definitely come and talk tomorrow about
our opinion about Lizzo and about Miley Cyrus.
and we're going to come and talk to you about the women of Atlanta.
Yes.
And I like Crabby Creek. I really like it. And as I'm adjusting to the ladies of New York. So we're going to be talking about those things. So please stay tuned. And Baby Crone will be with me tomorrow as we talk on these things. We got a lot of catching up to do. So if there's anybody who you want me to read on, please let me know. And with that being said, have a marvelous evening and have a great week to come. Sunflowers.